No, I completely understand. I'll get the rest of the people from the waiting room. Ooh, now I can see everybody.
Mrs. Osborne, I don't see the slideshow.
Yeah, it went away for a sec. I accidentally hit this. It started playing the show, so I had to go away for a second. I'm
Okay.
coming back.
Hey, everybody. This is Miss Danner. On the count of 3, we're all going to say hey to each other at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Hello.
Thanks. We're going to get started in just a minute.
If it doesn't work, you can just do the alt thing.
Stacy.
Good morning, Mrs. Danner. My name is Samarth.
Hey, Samarth.
Hi.
I'll see you next week. All right, Miss Vogel.
Hi, welcome everybody to the.
We have some people in the waiting room. And the last time I did that is when I took away my screen. So will somebody please let everybody in?
Sure, I got it.
Thanks. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We want to welcome you to the 2020 Target Virtual Learning. We're so glad that you guys are here today with us.
Okay.
Vishal, can you mute yourself? I thought I had everybody muted. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stacy Fogel, and I will be teaching Miss Norris and Miss Solomon's class.
Hi, I'm Miss Danner, and I will be teaching Miss Cabral, Miss Driggers, Miss Eiper, and Miss Brooks.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Smith, and I will be working with the kids in Mrs. Kaminska's class and Miss Sheldon's class.
I'm Osborne, and I will be working with the kids in Miss Henry and Miss Ward's classes, and we're looking forward to a great year of Target.
Throughout this presentation, if you do have any questions, if you could just put them in the chat room, and then we will answer them throughout the presentation or at the end. So first, let's start with some online.
Miss Vogel, some people can't hear us. Can you?
Can you hear me now?
No, Miss Smith can't hear.
Smith?
No, not me.
Not her, Miss Smith.
Oh, now can you hear me?
Well, they aren't going to be, they're muted, Stacy.
They might need to check their sound on their computer.
Yeah, we can hear fine from where we are, okay?
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
Good? Good? Okay. Okay, so first let's talk about some online expectations. Make sure that you join the class on time. Be respectful, listen to the speaker. Be appropriate, and we'll talk about the chat session later with the kids. Be a learner. Always try your very, very best. Make sure the kids are engaged, and please be patient with us. Actually, altogether, we have 145 years of experience among us 4 teachers. So we are real excited to take this challenge on, but just be patient, and we will be patient with you.
But we're still nervous, even with all that experience.
Setting up your virtual classroom. I'm sure you probably have one set up right now, but we just want to go over it. Create a quiet workspace. Sit in a chair, nice chair. Be familiar with your device. Have all your materials within reach. Enter the live sessions on mute. Raise your hands, and we'll talk more about some special signs we'll have, and dress in a school appropriate attire.
This slide actually is really meant for when we have people in person bringing devices as they get into the upper grades, but we also thought it was a good slide for today. I know your children are using this already, so hopefully they'll be very familiar with the device they're using with us each day. They should be able to turn the power on and off, log in, access browsers, and use bookmarks. And it would be good for them to learn either with the mouse or touchpad how to copy and paste, definitely how to use the volume on their device. And if they're using headphones, they should know how to use those as well.
This slide is just to remind you that on Target Day, you will log into CTLS just like you do in the regular classroom, but instead of joining that regular classroom on your Target Day, you will choose the Target Teacher option on your screen. What does a Target Day look like? We have the same start time and ending time as the regular class. You can see from this slide, we just cover the standards in the gifted curriculum. That's our subject area. So you can see we cover affective instruction, convergent algebraic, and then we also have our unit studies on Target Day. And in addition, the asynchronous time at the end of the day to work on other assignments. This is a more detailed look at our schedule. And as you can see, we start at 8 and work through in a very similar fashion to your regular schedule, except we want to make sure that you understand that your child is not responsible for the work in their regular classroom on that Target Day. So they come to us on Tuesday, second grade comes on Tuesday, and they will not be responsible for the work in their regular class.
It is very important that your children come to Target. We do have a Cobb County School District policy that requires Target students to attend a minimum of 65% of the Target days that we have planned for. So it's very important for them to continue their eligibility. They must attend classes, and it's very hard for a child to catch up with their Target assignments if they miss a day. After the first week, we will be giving grades weekly. We will collect these grades, and in the gifted program, we have progress reports twice a year. So our first progress report will come in January. And then our last one, our second one or our last one will come in May at the end of the year. We do have some reports that if you receive one in the mid of the 9 weeks of the semester, that your student is needing some help in some areas. But all's good if you get a progress report in January. So the PTA, let me let Miss Wintrick in. The PTA sent out through eBlast a list of items. I know we do have some new students and some new parents here with us today. So if you, we do have the list on our Target website that I'll share in just a minute, but just some basic supplies. And in addition to the basic supplies, scissors, their journal, their colored pencil, they're going to need either copy paper or notebook, loose leaf paper for activities. and their Target folder. We would like for them to keep all of their work, whether it's completed work or in progress work, in their Target folder, and then bring that folder to class each week with their work in it, and we'll help them know which side is completed and which side is in progress. Miss Smith, I noticed did someone have a question about supplies?
It wasn't, we don't have a question about supplies, but we did have a question come up about hearing from a regular classroom teacher that they were supposed to do those assignments on the Tuesday that they miss.
The homeroom teachers, that is a Cobb County board policy, and the homeroom teachers are aware of it. You may have to remind them. We remind them in faculty meetings. Our principal, Mr. Smith, reminds them of it. If they have given you an assignment that was a prolonged assignment, then of course you have to do that. If they give you a test, let's say on a Monday, and your test is, or they give you an assignment that you have a test later on in the week, you would still have that test. But if you're doing some kind of assignment during the day on Tuesday, you don't have to do that assignment. However, as a target student and a student of that homeroom, the children are responsible for knowing the skill. Does that help?
We also had a comment from the parent that brought up that they do have that Wednesday, and we definitely are aware that your child has 4 days. So going to Target means that they will only then have 3 days live with their regular classroom teacher. So perhaps using that Wednesday to make sure that they get all the concepts they need. I completely understand that concern of that your child will now be going down to 3 days of the regular classroom live instruction.
Right, and that's another reason why they did build in the independent time. We'll be teaching a small segment in each of those areas, Ms. Smith said, and then they will have work time. And then at the end of the day, they have that independent work time to keep up with their assignments.
And I certainly agree that because of the 4-day schedule rather than a 5-day schedule, it will be hard for the regular classroom teachers to just stick to review on the target day. So hopefully we'll be able to work through that, given that they have Wednesday to review concepts.
Correct. And like I said, being in Target, you have that little bit of extra pressure. And if it's a skill, because they do continue on, if it's a skill that you're having trouble with, then you have to take the initiative, the child, or if second grade, you take the initiative to say they may need some extra help with it. I'm sure they'll help. On my slide, we are doing a novel study. We are doing an Inventure unit this time that will precursor to upper grades when they do Ignite. But we just love this little book, Frankie Sparks and the Class Pet. She's an inventor. So if you will go ahead and purchase that as an additional supply. We all got our copies off of Amazon. And right now we don't have an online version that we're providing. So if you'll do that for us, we appreciate it. Oh, I see a chat, Miss Smith, I'll get this.
Yes, they want to know if it's one book or a
Right.
set. It is
Right.
a series.
It's the first book. I know on Amazon they have the big set. What we're hoping to do is use book one. We will use book one only. And then of course, we know we have some great readers and they will want to move on. So that's up to you, but we will only be using book one of this. I think it's a 4-book set. Maybe I'm incorrect on that, but I know there's a set of it. They'll probably fall in love with it like we do.
Mrs. Danner, can you type the name of the book in the chat?
Sure, absolutely.
Thanks.
There you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
Miss Osborne, when does class start?
It's a great question. Class starts next week.
Sorry, I had on mute. Yes, we start next week. So a week from today, right?
Yes. A week from today.
Next
We're really
Tuesday.
excited.
We can't wait to see all of you.
Does anyone else have any questions? In order for us to, if you'll just type them out, that'll help us. Yes, the time is 8 to 12 because at 12 o'clock, you'll go to lunch. I believe the schedule says 12 to 12:45 is lunch and recess on your own. And then they'll start at 12:45 with the independent time.
We have a couple of people asking if we can repost the Target supply list.
Yeah, that's because I shared it with one person instead of everybody. Here we go.
Also, the maybe to put that original Target list of the supplies that they ordered.
It's
Some
on it's on our website. It's on our Target website. So if they go through the Cobb County Schools, Elementary School, Mount Bethel, and find Target in our website, our open house, more about our program was on there that we asked for you to look at before the meeting. So that's on there, and the supply list is on there.
Okay.
We're going to do our best to keep them busy. We're excited. We've been planning and finding some really good things. We will have our CTLS pages published. I'm not going to publish mine this week, so they'll be getting them at the beginning, Monday. I'll publish mine.
We are all very excited and we will make this all happen together. And if there's any more questions before we leave.
Someone asked me to post the website in the chat. Yeah. I can't remember it off the top of my head. So I'll work on that. Trying to.
We know that you'll be experts in virtual learning by next week, so you may have to help us.
Right, and just send us an email. We truly are working very hard.
We
do
really
this correctly.
appreciate.
So we will be more than happy to answer anything through emails.
We really appreciate the hard work the parents are doing to make this work too. It's definitely a two-way street here, and we can't say enough about the Mount Bethel parents and how involved they are in getting their kids the very best out of virtual learning that they can. Please email us, contact us with any questions you have. We'll work it out together. We'll figure out a solution and we'll get things rolling.
Are excited to see your children next Tuesday.
We have
I
any?
know, see you on Tuesday.
Are there any children that want to say hey?
I had a
Thank you. Bye.
Who is that? Say hi. We can see you.
Say your name.
It's me.
Say Antonia.
Oh, okay, there. Okay.
Hi.
Bye bye.
Hi.
Bye. Next time we have Target.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye and thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See you next week.
I think we had a parent that had a question.
Bye.
Bye.
I was watching. Let me go back.
We went off.
Miss Dana,
Can you go back to my slide, Kim? Just go back to
Bye.
slide, one slide.
Bill says bye too.
One
And
more.
yes, somebody asked about the schedule being, it's 8 to 12.
There it is, stop.
Yeah,
This is, someone asked for the website. I'm trying to. Hang on, I'm gonna type it to her. Oh, I'll type it to everybody. Thank you, Kim.
No problem.
I knew I put it on there.
Ms. Dana, we had a question.
Yes.
Ours is a very unique situation. My daughter Dia is in the first
Yes.
grade actually. So we came here. I mean, thanks for all this information. It's very, very helpful. Thank you for that. But our question is very different in the sense that we don't know if well, first of all, her grade level is one lower than
Correct.
your students, right? So do you think how do we work this? Because I remember my husband talking about your first session, and we haven't done this before. It's the first time we are in the public school system, and with Mount Bethel, we've never been in the gifted program before. So what in your opinion, how would it work for Dia?
Well, it's one of those unusual things. As I said in my email, we don't have any first grade classes for her to go in. So she would be doing second grade target work if she came into the target class. I talked with Miss Wilson, who is our county consultant supervisor, and we do have an alternate thing that we could do. I'll just say, sorry for that word, but we could, I could go in and work with her in a collaboration setting. I am doing collaboration with second grade teachers, and I would just add Miss Driggers onto that, and also be able to do some consultative work where it's just she and I, and she would just be the only, kid in the room. We could do that some weeks. So that is a possibility. That's our two courses that we could go for her to be served. Did that make sense?
it does, Ms. Dana. Another question I had, Ms. Dana. So on your email, you had also mentioned that the existing first grade at some point later this year, they would be evaluated and we would start a first grade. Do we know when that's going to happen?
No, sir. We don't have any testing timelines. We know that the testing timelines would be developed when we all go face to face. So they haven't even begun to set up a timeline because they really don't know. And then we would go through the testing process. So it could be, because I don't know anything, it could be that whatever we decide for her today, or not today, but in the near future, she might do the whole year. So she might be with second grade, and then we test some, and then she would do, I'm sorry to say, second grade again, gifted again next year. Because that's what Miss Wilson said, that she would eventually get put back with her regular grade.
Got it. Okay.
And y'all can, continue to ask questions, and then we could have a conference later on if we needed to, if you need time to think.
Sure. Yes, we did, because we were on the wall about this, because like I said, we are really new to this program, and having one grade higher. First of all, virtual learning itself is very different for all of us. So we are trying to navigate a lot of unknown waters here. So we just wanted to be sure and know more about the program. So
well, yeah. It was so unusual when I got her name. and I sent it to Miss Wilson. She was like, "Are you sure? Because I don't know of anybody that tested." So she was able to use her test scores. Obviously, her previous school tested in the fall before all this happened. So we're in uncharted waters right now. So whatever I can do, because it will be me, since I'm the collaborative teacher this year. It will be me that will work with her, and it will be some going into well, I can't go into the classroom, but you know, the virtual classroom, and then some it will just be I may have to set up a classroom for her on a different day.
Thank you, Ms. Dana.
Thanks a lot, Ms.
Thank
Dana.
you.
So what we'll do,
Well,
we'll talk about this among ourselves, put our questions together, and then I'll drop you an email if we need to have another conversation.
That would be great. That'll be great. And like I said, and if you need more clarification than what I can give you, I might could set up a meeting with Miss Angela Wilson, who is our county consultant, and she knows everything just very quickly. So she would be able to help you if you wanted to.
And with regard,
we're sad we don't have first grade children.
so with regards to the regular testing, Ms. Dana, so there would be like MAP tests and other county and state prescribed tests that she would be taking at the first grade, but she'd also be tested. Would she also be tested at a second grade target level?
No, she's in target for like she's in gifted, so
right.
So she won't have to. She may retake system testing, but it won't be for
Placement.
to get into.
She's already in.
She's already in. So no, yeah, she's already in.
So yeah, my question was, does she take second grade target tests, or will she be taking tests at a first grade level? I'm not sure how it works. Maybe
I don't think I understand, because we don't have any. It's just the situation. She won't have to take any second grade tests. She'll just do the curriculum of the second graders. And I haven't met her, and I don't really know her. But right now, personally, I looked at her scores. I think she would be okay. And then we could start that way, and then, well, that might be a question for Miss Wilson. Can we start with second grade, and then if it doesn't work, we could move back to collaborative / consultative.
Right. I think it's just a curveball for us right now, given that it's virtual and given she's coming back into a school environment after like 4 or 5 months of a break. So
Right.
it's
Okay.
already an experience where she's trying to settle in, figure things out, and then this might be too much for her all at once to be up at a second grade target level.
Okay.
So that's the concern that we had, and how soon do we just throw everything at her and expect her to pick it up? If this was a regular school year, I wouldn't have thought so much about it.
You make great points. I mean, it's totally different for all of us trying to get it in. So, like you said, well, I mean, that kind of sounded like either you're leaning toward the collab or just not, she wouldn't come to Target for the first little bit. I mean, we could do that.
Okay.
So let us do this, Ms. Dana, if you don't mind. I'll talk with my wife a little bit later today, and then I'll drop you an email on what our thoughts are. We would like to talk again in terms of, explore these opportunities on what collab would look like, what joining a little later would look like. So each of those, because all of this is new for us, it's new for her.
Yes.
So we're new to Mount Bethel, we're new to virtual learning, we're new to the first grade. So everything is new. So that's where we're a little concerned. But let me drop you an email a little later today, and then
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if we can't get together before next Tuesday, I mean, that will be fine. And while you are talking, I will talk with Ms. Wilson and make sure that I have all those were the two options. Maybe a third option, I'll discuss with her and see, make sure I have all the information for you. Okay?
Sure,
Thank
thanks
you,
a lot,
Ms. Jana.
Jana.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you.
so-
It's very nice to meet both of you.
Thank
You too.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Looking over this way because I'm looking at your little picture. And I went, wait, I'm not even looking in the camera. But it's very nice to meet both of you, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jana.
All right,
Thank
thanks.
you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Exiting now? Is
Wait,
that-
there
No,
was
I've
a
got to
question.
answer.
Oh.
Somebody could have, y'all, somebody.
Target day is for second grade is definitely on Tuesday.
Thank you so much.
Oh, oh, bless you.
So I stayed on.
And I was about to, Ms. Grover, I was about to email you. We're not at this moment doing Seesaw, and we're trying to do as little of the worksheets for them to print out. So we're going to be doing like a lot of what was normally a worksheet. We'll have them like copy it down or draw things. So we're really trying to go out of the box. And then when we do have some handouts, there is a way for us to do those, you know, where they can type in an answer in the text box and then just send it back to us. But we're not there yet as teachers. So for second grade, we're just going to do a lot in their, you know, in their journals and that sort of thing.
Okay, good. Yeah, that last year there was a Leonardo da Vinci packet that Miss Osborne gave us, and Annika loved that. I mean, even during the summer, she was finishing that up.
Oh, wow. Well, we won't be, we can't do packets this year, so.
It
a
was
little
some
bit of a
activity- Yeah, it was some activities online, and and I assigned like a page of it, but then they were able to see this whole group of activities, and so some of them really enjoyed those. It turned out to be kind of neat.
Yes, those were really great. But thank you so much for your hard work. We really appreciate you all.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate
Thank you.
that.
We're excited to see kids,
We
even if
are.
it's on a screen.
Good luck
Even
with
if it is on a screen. Hey, that's our new mantra. Even if it is on a screen.
Very good.
Okay, girls.
All right, everybody.